Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one,
a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world.
It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Today is Monday. I love Monday. Today is Monday, November 26th, 2018. That's right. And it is the first and last time it'll ever be Monday, November 26th, 2018. So we want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day that we have in front of us. Listen, I had a busy weekend. I had a really busy weekend. I did a lot of planner signing, the new hashtag Rise and Grind 2019 interactive planner. I want to thank you guys, all those of you guys that have purchased planners, for all your support. But I spent the weekend signing planners and getting planners packaged up and things like that. I'll get to ship some of those out this week. I'm really stinking excited about that. For those of you that bought locally, those of you guys that are local, your planners will be ready tomorrow, Tuesday. You can pick them up at the hashtag Rise and Grind store at 711 North Main Street here in Paris, Kentucky. But I also got to spend a ton of time with the family. It was absolutely awesome spending time with all of the kids, getting to do, putting the decorations up for Christmas, starting to do all that stuff, starting to get the house decorated for the season. It was just a really incredible weekend. And then I heard a message on Sunday. I heard a message that was talking about how we should sing praises when things are good and we need to pray when things are bad. And it was just an awesome message, the contrast and the importance of doing both, the importance of singing the praises when things are good. Not just praying when things are bad, but actually building that relationship when things are good, when things are positive. So stinking awesome weekend, man. And it was just a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun this weekend. And then there was a lot of things that I saw in this group this weekend that were kind of along those lines as far as singing when things are good, praying when things are bad. And see, there are people in this group. I want to tell you right now, this morning, it's not always sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies. There are people in this group that are dealing with things. There are people in this group that are struggling with things. We all have real life human problems that are going on. And so this weekend I got a lot of prayer requests from people saying, hey, can you pray for this? Can you pray for that? Or I'm going on, I got this going on, I got this going on. So I got a lot of that. I had people reaching out, asking for advice this weekend, like, hey man, I got this going on in my life. What do I do about this? Or what do I do about that? And I heard stories of like broken businesses and broken homes and broken dreams, and all of those things, they exist, man. They're out there, and I don't want to candy coat any of that. That stuff exists, and I got a lot of that this weekend. But what I loved is that these people all had an outlet. They all had someone they could trust to turn to. They all felt like they could go to the group. They all felt like they could go to me. And I just absolutely love that. And here's what I also saw this weekend. I saw some incredible things. I saw my man John Rojas, and some other people bought 30 planners. These guys bought 30 planners to donate to strangers, to give away. Him and Cameron. Anthony bought one for Beth Workman. Somebody bought one for Ann. It was incredible that these people just, bought all of these planners to give away to absolute strangers. And then I also saw where my man Charles Baldwin went out and he fed 7 families this weekend, man. He fed 40 people this weekend as part of our hashtag Rise and Grind challenge, where we're taking Rise and Grind offline and feeding people during this holiday season. So he went out and fed 7 families, 40 total people, which is just amazing. Check out Melissa Burrow. I don't know if you saw this post, but Melissa Burrow was shopping the American Girl doll store, which, by the way, American Girl dolls are not cheap. And she was shopping and she thought, you know what? Instead of just buying one for me, I'm going to buy one I'm going to buy 2 of everything that I order. I'm going to buy 2 and I'm going to give give away to a family. And then she asked people in the Rise and Grind if they knew of any single moms that could use some help. And people overflowed her with people that could use some help. And so now she's buying 4 or 5 dolls so that she can give them out to people, to random strangers, to single moms that she doesn't know, people that need a hand, people that need a lift. It's incredible. And then AJ Anderson, him and his family, they packed up a plate and they spent an hour just seeking someone homeless, seeking someone that could use a hot meal. They literally went out just seeking someone to serve. How incredible is AJ Anderson and his family for doing that? And I can tell you, AJ Anderson and his family, they have their own struggles. They don't have all of this massive amount of money or abundance or anything like that. They have their own problems, but yet they were out serving others. It was incredible. And then check out this post by BG Campbell. Since I joined hashtag Rise and Grind, I've gotten closer to God. I quit smoking, lost 15 pounds, started my own business, met amazing like-minded people from all over the country and hugged them at the Rise and Grind event. I'm chasing my dreams. I'm more self-aware. I stepped out of my comfort zone and coached cheer. And today I personally sold my first car. For us, our business, our family, this year has been the best year of my life so far. And I am so happy. That's my hashtag Rise and Grind testimony. Wow, how strong and powerful is that, dude? How strong is powerful is that? So yeah, man, we've all got issues. We've got our problems and we need to pray. We need to pray when we have our problems, but we've got to sing. We have absolutely got to sing when things are good. And there are plenty of praises to be sung in this group and things that have been going on. But before, I'm going to dive into that a little bit further. But before I do, y'all know what we got to do up in here. Let's dance. Oh yeah. Hold on. What's this? What's this? That's right. I kind of like that. This is new music. How about that? Let's go, folks. For those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, we can make an absolute powerful impact on this planet. And sometimes all it takes to change someone's day is for you to hit that share button. So do it, whether you're watching on replay or you're watching live. This is also the part of the show where I need you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you because I love connecting with my Rise and Grind peak. So good morning, Archie. How are you? What's up, Josh Negron? Joshua Stifler's up in the house. My man, Scott Simon. What's up, Scott Simons? Throw one of them guns up, buddy. My man, Tim Duff's up in here this morning. Janelle Griego's up in here this morning. And my man, Aaron Jones is up in here this morning. Casey Rossiter, good morning. Josh AJ Anderson's up in here this morning. What's up, Karen Terrence? What's up, Anthony Santangelo? My man, Josh Marks and Scott Gilbert. Joe Leach, how are you, sir? I got to check out your Sunday. I haven't seen your Sunday yet. I want to check that out. Chris Yancey's up in here. George Fleming's up in here. Scott Marziani's up in here. Everybody's up in here. I love Monday morning. I hope you love Monday morning. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super jacked up. I miss you guys over the weekend, man. I do. I miss you guys over the weekend. All right, so check this out. I want you guys to watch this real quick.
You can determine your destiny, you should. That's what being human means. Actually, if you look at your life, you're not doing anything very greatly different from what the other creatures are doing. They are born, you grow up, they grow up, they reproduce, you reproduce, they die, you die. Nothing very different. But these same simple things, we can conduct them consciously. That is the significant thing about being human. Let's say you conduct your hand consciously, now this hand will do what you want, isn't it? You won't simply sit here and do like this. Now this hand will do what you want. Suppose you conduct your thought consciously, now your thought will do what you want. If your thought and emotion was taking instructions from you, you would keep yourself in the highest level of pleasantness, whatever that is. Your entire life process will come to an ease, total ease. When you say you're in pursuit of happiness, what this means is, you want all of them to function the way you want. then you will be happy. Now when we say, if this happens, I will be happy, if that happens, I will be happy, what it means is, the world should function, the universe should respond your way. Right now this is because you're a crouching tiger. You have to go get something, always. There is nothing to get. If you sit here, your life is complete. When it's in this kind of ease, it will become perceptive. This is how you take charge of your life. Now you wish for something, it happened. I want you to know this. For most people, at least 50% of what they wish happens. It is just that they are focusing on a few things that did not happen. If you want to be fair, in a reasonably well-settled society, 90% of what they wish happens. It is the 10% they're complaining about. You tell me, it is easier to take charge of yourself or it's easier to take charge of all these people? Yourself. You must first do that, no? What is simple and easy? If you take charge of yourself, let us see how much we can get cooperation from these people. Situations are happening around us. Not all situations will ever happen the way we want it, because situation is not just me. Situation is so many people involved, so many forces involved. All of them need not happen my way. But if I am happening my way, I'm blissful. Now you are not in pursuit of your happiness, you are not tense about anything, there is no, sword hanging on your head. You will do everything to the fullest, to the hilt, because you don't care what happens. So what you want did not happen. Can you still sit here blissfully? That's a question.
On Friday, I was in the gym and I was talking to this guy. He was talking about the Rise and Grind Planner. He was talking about the gratitude list. And he asked me, he said, man, with the gratitude list, he said, that's one thing, I've tried that before. I've tried to write down things that I'm thankful for. And what I found is that every single day I keep writing down the same stuff, and it really doesn't feel the same inside. I just keep writing, I'm thankful for my wife, or I'm thankful for my kids. And he said, so I just get to the point where I stop writing the gratitude list because I wasn't coming up with new stuff, or I just kind of felt like I was going through the motions. I felt like it was repetitive. And so I'm here to touch on that real quick. I need you guys to understand something, that yeah, of course you're going to be thankful for a lot of the same things over and over and over again. The process of the gratitude list, the reason we write down the things that we're thankful for is not to keep coming up with something new. That's the competitive nature inside us. The reason that we do that is we need to focus on the things that are positive in our life. We have to focus on the things that we've gained, the things that we've attained. Listen, if we continue to focus on lack, you will end up living in a place of lack. You see, you are going to get what you focus on in this life. Focus on lack, receive lack. Focus on abundance, receive abundance. I know it's hard to grasp, and this was incredibly life-changing for me. Once I finally got a full grasp on this, once I finally and totally understood this, it made more sense. Because see, human nature, we want to focus on the problems, right? We want to focus on the problems so that we can obviously figure out some solutions. We want to focus on our weaknesses to make those things stronger. But once I fully began to understand that when we start to focus on the positive things, when we start to focus on the reality, and I use that word strongly, when we start to focus on the reality, it's life-changing. See, once I started to see the good in people, I started to be surrounded by good people. Once I started to see the abundance that really exists in my life, I started to receive more abundance. Once I stopped looking at the things that I lacked, I stopped lacking anything. I truly did. It's the single most important mindset shift you will ever make. I'm going to share that with you this morning. It is the single most important mindset shift you will ever make. If you can start to focus and realize that 90% of what you were after, like that man said, like Sad H Guru said, 90% of what you focus on comes true. The thing is, we're constantly looking at the 10% that's not coming true. Listen, once you start to look at those things and realize it, it's different. Do you want to grow your business? I need you to focus on your strengths. If you want to grow your business, I need you to focus on your strengths. What are you good at, and how can you expand on that? If you want your relationships to thrive, you want your relationships to get stronger, where is the good in your relationship, and how do you get more of that? Do you want to feel better about yourself as an individual? Well, what are your best features and assets, and how do you highlight more of that? See, what we tend to do is in our businesses, we want to look at all the things that we don't have, all of the things that we're not doing. We want to look at all of the problems in the business, right? In our relationships, we want to look at all of the problems in the relationship, all of the things that aren't working, all of the negatives in our spouse, all of the negatives in our friendships, all of the negatives in those relationships. We want to look at those because we feel like we have to fix those things, right? It's just in our nature. When it comes to ourselves, we look at our flaws. We don't look in the mirror and say, I am an amazing human being, uniquely made by the God of the universe. Instead, we look in the mirror and we look at a pimple and we look at a zit and we look at our eyebrows and we find all of the flaws in ourselves. We focus on the 10%. And when we tend to focus, not when we tend, but when we focus on the 10%, our mind makes it seem like it's 100%. That's what our minds do. And that's a rabbit hole we don't want to go down. That is a rabbit hole you do not want to go down. See, I want you to start from a place of gratitude, and then we can start to trim the fat. Okay, don't get me wrong. The problems have to be addressed. The things that are going wrong in your relationships, we have to fix. The things that are wrong in our businesses, we have to fix. I'm not saying you just throw that stuff to the side, but what I'm saying is we have to start from a place of gratitude, and then we can start to trim the fat. See, in our businesses, we need to say, I'm really great here. We're really strong in these areas, so we need to do more of that. Now, when you start to do more of that, when you start to do more of those positive things that you're really good at, when you start to turn your business in the direction where it needs to be going, where it's thriving, where it fits, when you start to do more of that, you'll end up doing less of the other stuff. The problematic stuff, you'll do less of, because you're doing so much more of the things that you're good at. It's taking up your time. It's taking up your space. In your relationships, see, you have to take a look at your relationships, and you have to focus on the things that you love, the things that are good in those relationships, the things that are strong, and you want to do more of those things. You want to do more of that, right? You want to be like, I love this, so we're going to do more of this. And when we start doing more of that thing that we love in our relationships, with our friendship, with our marriages, then it doesn't leave so much time for those things that we don't like. Do you understand? We can start to trim out that fat. You can be like, I love you. We can come from a place of I love you. And once we shower someone with love and we serve them with love, then we can reach to a point. Then we can say, we need to do a little less of this. I love this. I love this about you. Now we got to start trimming the fat. We got to do less of this. Same thing with our body image. See, we have to tell ourselves, hey, I am an amazing child of God. I am beautiful. And because I am beautiful, and because I am a child of God, and because I am thankful for the man that he made me to be, because of that, I matter. I matter on this planet. And when you start to realize that you matter on this planet, then what ends up happening is you're going to want to start to become healthier. You're going to want to take care of your body. You're going to want to go to the gym. You're going to want to do the workouts. You're going to want to start to trim the fat off. You're going to want to start to do things because you're coming from a place of gratitude versus a place of lack. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're going, hey, listen here, fat, blah, 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 you're ugly, blah, blah, blah. You need to get your butt in the gym and try to do something about that. It doesn't work, people. It doesn't work because you're just beating yourself down. That's not the way. That's not the key. That's not how it works. We have to focus. We have to focus on the abundance. We have to focus on the things that are strong. We have to focus on the things and highlight the things about ourselves that are good. And when we come from this restful, blissful place, then your desires will overcome those problems. Your desires to continue to be strong and to be beautiful and to be bold and to be loved and to love others and to be kind and to be generous. All of those things, all of those desires will end up destroying all of those problems. Does that make sense? Listen, someone posted the other day about their kid. Their friend's kid killed himself, man. Someone posted that the other day. And so I need you to listen to me this morning. It is really easy to focus on the problems in this world. It's really easy. Our entire society is built around it. The news is going to put it out in your face. Social media is going to put it out in your face. It is really easy to focus on the problems. It's in our nature to focus on the problems. That's just kind of what we do, right? But listen to me. It's a path towards death and destruction. It is an absolute path to death and destruction. And I know you mean well. I know you mean well. I do. See, these problems, they have to be resolved. That's what you're thinking right now. You're like, well, Glenn, these problems, we got to resolve them. It has to happen. And see, I agree with you. Problems do have to be resolved. But the problem cannot be the guiding force. The problem cannot be the reason you're trying to solve it. They can't be about the problem. It has to be about the solution. See, successful businesses, they focus on solutions. Successful relationships, they focus on their strengths. And successful people highlight what makes them unique and what makes them different. You see, you are surrounded by amazing people in this group. You are. This group is beautiful. And the reason the group is beautiful is because of you. It's because of you. That's what makes the group beautiful. It's the things that you do. It's not me. I'm just this guy that shows up at 5:30 a.m. and goes and throws a little spark out there. It's you. Listen, you have what it takes. You have everything that you need. You do. You have everything that you need. God gave it all to you. He put you in the exact house that you're in the exact situations that you're in, with the exact people that are around you. God gave you all of that because you have what it takes to push through that. You have what it takes to get to that next level. You have what it takes to take this abundance that exists around you, be grateful for it, and start to trim off the fat and get to that next level. You have what it takes. It's in you. It's in you. You matter. If anybody's telling you you don't matter, no, not allowed. You matter, and you've got what it takes. And that's what I'm here to tell you this morning. I want you to focus. I want you to start really dialing in and focusing on the 90% of the things that are around you that are positive. I want you to start focusing on the things about yourself that are positive. I want you to start focusing on the positives in your business, in your relationships, in your personal lives. I want you to really start focusing on those positives and watch what happens in your world. Just absolutely watch what happens in your world. It will blow your mind. Listen, my friends, you are amazing. You, Kagan, Ray, I saw Vicky Everett in here. I've been missing her. Rhino's up in here, Ryan Smith. I've been missing Ryan. What's up, Rhino? I'm so glad you guys are in here. Listen, you are an amazing human being. Uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of yourselves that you can possibly be. And you're already starting to make good decisions. You're up here in the group, you're making positive posts, you're commenting and encouraging others, you're a part of this incredible tribe, and all of those things, they're making an impact. It's making an impact on your friends, it's making an impact on your family members, it's making an impact on every single human being around you. It's making an impact on me. And I, for one, I absolutely love you for it. I do. If no one's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely love you. So listen, if you need more videos like this, go to GlennLundy.com. If you have not got your hashtag Rise and Grind 2019 interactive planner yet, please, I'm telling you, make the decision, invest in yourself, go get the planner. Go get it today. I'm telling you, it will change your life. It is going to change your life. What we are going to do in 2019 together I just can't tell you. I know God's all up in it. I know He has blessed it. We've sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these things already, and I can just tell you, it's going to be a powerful way to start your day. If you're thinking that this is like a agenda just to put your schedule on, you're out of your mind. This is a life-changing book that we're going to do life together in 2019. You need to go get it. Go get it at GlennLundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you can get that at GlennLundy.com. But most importantly, will you please come back? Come back again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do this all over again. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you invite people to the group, and then come back here tomorrow morning again at 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind. One more time, I want you to know this. You have what it takes. You have everything you need. You have everything you need to bring out the absolute best version of yourself that you could possibly be. It already exists. It's already there for you. It was already predetermined. God already put you in it. Everything, all of your situations, everything. It's already there. I just need you to focus. Focus on the positives that exist all around you. And that will help you determine where to trim the fat. Start with the positives. Don't start with the negatives. It's a terrible rabbit hole. I absolutely love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind.